play a team that will see us as bigger as them, why not let us go for our normal friendlies? Maybe if we can't play within Africa, let's go to Europe. Let's play some of these top teams. We've played France in recent times. We've played Portugal.
And that game was tough.
Top teams and games that put us to test, that put our credentials as 10-time African champions to test. So why not go for those kind of friendlies again? Why settle for that? But it only speaks volume about how much the NFF pays attention to male football and neglects female football, which is the most successful, at least aside from the under-17 level in the men's national team. I don't think any other football national team in Nigeria has given us as much laurel as the Super Falcons has given to us. Even any other age grade team in the women's team, they always do well at the continent, at the world level too, getting to the finals, winning bronze medals and all of that. So much more attention needs to be given to this lady. We don't just have to wake up few days to the international window and say we are looking for opponents
to play.
Wow.
10-time African champions. Well, moving on very quickly, still talking about the front page of the Punch Sports Extra print edition. He was one of those men who downed Liverpool at the weekend, and now he's said to be wanted by the Blues. Murillo is his name, the defender for Nottingham Forest. Fantastic player, as solid as a rock. You remember Danny Shitu of Nigeria? Yes, a smaller frame, but something in that manner. Murillo is wanted by Chelsea. I think everybody wants Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea wants everybody.
I think Murillo has been on the radar of clubs since last season too.
Yeah.
He's had very decent seasons. Maybe in the last 3 seasons.
Himself or that backline
last
season.
They've been very impressive. But I like Nottingham Forest too. Being able to keep all these guys, despite all the number of interests that are coming from teams that are relatively bigger than them, kept them and remain as a decent team, except for a few guys who are not able to fit and they are just there. And look at them too, they've had their fair share of problems too. How many managers have they used between last season and now?
They lost their major manager, Portuguese.
Brought in
Ange Postecoglou. Postecoglou left. Now they've brought in Nuno left. They brought in Postecoglou. Postecoglou left. Now they've brought in Sean Dyche.
So it's a lot of they've had a fair share of problems too. But I think one thing that I like beyond the pitch is their ability to keep their players. So someone like Murillo,
even Morgan,
Morgan Gibbs-White. This other Chelsea guy, Callum Hudson-Odoi, sits on the bench for some part of the game but still gets to his game time. So a very decent team. So if a player like Murillo is getting offers too from clubs, I'm not quite surprised. But then if a team like Chelsea is looking at the way Forest are keeping their players, they probably need to inject one more thing into their bid if they really want to get the player.
All right, talking about Spurs, this time Nigerian Taiwo Awoniyi is said to be wanted in Germany. Remember, that was where he made his name before coming over to England, where he was doing pretty well before injuries set in, and he has not been the same man since about 2 seasons ago now. Do you think Taiwo should head over to Germany?
If you've done it there before and it's a comfortable terrain, why not? The only difference now is the team. It was at Union Berlin the last time, but then it is Werder Bremen who is calling this time around.
Where Victor Boniface is.
Potentially teaming up with Victor Boniface, who also is struggling. I think he played his 12th Bundesliga game for them.
Without a goal.
Yesterday, without a goal. Interestingly too, it was also his 200th career appearance too. So, but for Taiwo Awoniyi, he's not been getting the time, except in cup competitions, and they've been knocked out. If I checked the last time
I think he played a game. He played the first Premier League game of Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
and Dyche particularly mentioned that maybe this is what Taiwo needs to do to get into the team and all that. But then, you know, managers to always come to say these things in front of the camera. You really don't know what is going on
behind.
So,
I mean, if someone like Chris Wood, who had a fantastic last season, is nowhere to be found right now.
Exactly. So, for Awoniyi, why not just, if you are not the first choice striker, if you are not even the second choice, why not just look for the exit door and get another comfortable zone where you begin to get yourself in order. And look at it, he's even been out of the national, just because he doesn't play at club level. He's been out of the national team for a while now. And remember, in the national team, he hardly puts up a bad performance when he comes. But he's not getting.
He's better than the likes of the guys who've had the Victor Bonifaces of this world. Even Tolu Arokodare.
Exactly. So the only reason he's not coming into the Super Eagles is because he doesn't play at club level. So go look for the playing time.